This video is sponsored by TrackLib. Yo, what's going on? So today I just wanted to make a straightforward kind of house track, sampled house, using, of course, today's video sponsor, TrackLib. And the reason I'm using TrackLib mainly is because their samples that they have on their site are full-blown tracks, like fully done songs that actually exist. If you're not familiar with TrackLib, it's kind of like an online record store, but just for sampling. So these songs exist, they're in the real world. For example, I found this one by an artist named Keys called Love is the Reason that came out in 1970. Listen to this. Yeah, I know I could flip this. Right, I'm gonna use that region slicing mode that I've used in previous videos before. It's my favorite. Check out this part right here. This is my favorite part. Yes, that part right there I absolutely love. And I already know what I want this pattern to be. And what's cool with TrackLib is I can just set this to 8 bars, put it at the very beginning. And I've downloaded this track already, but just to show you sake, set it to 8 bars. I can actually just download this as a loop, so I don't have to download the whole track. What's cool with TrackLib too, it's pretty cool to take inspiration from the past, which I like to do a lot, especially when it comes to sampling. But a way to give back, because the way TrackLib works is you pay, I believe it's $5.99 a month, and you get 5 track downloads a month, plus 2 featured tracks a month. What's great with that is you can download a bunch of these tracks and mess around with them and have fun with them and see how they work. But what's cool is when you're ready to release, the way the licensing works is tracks live in 3 different categories, A, B, and C, and depending on how much sample time you use, you split royalty with the original creator of that song. So it's a really cool way to kind of give back to the musical community that you're taking inspiration from legitimately, especially when you're putting music out and it's almost like you're doing a collab with these artists that have inspired you to make a song, and you don't have to worry about the FBI rappelling through your window. So it's kind of a win-win in my book. So shout out to TrackLib for sponsoring this video, especially when it comes to sampling videos, because I love doing stuff like this. So Love is the Reason right here, and this is I got this track by basically just searching funk and R&B, but you can do the keys, regions, labels, years, everything. So anyway, let's get back into what I was working on. If I go here, Love is the Reason, you can see I already downloaded it once before. It's just that 8-bar loop, right, that we got here. Of course, it's going to be warped to my track. Awesome. So what I'm going to do now on push is just go to our clip, and I want to convert this into a simpler. Straight up, we go to our slicing mode. I'm going to set this over to regions and 16. Actually, you know what? This is a long one, so I'm going to do 32. Hopefully it lands up nice and right. Oh man, I hate push's knobs. They're so sensitive and unsensitive at the same time. I don't know how they do it. Accent on. Then my favorite part. Oh, I can listen to that over and over. So, hilariously, I'm going to do this the way I do this on my MPCs, like the MPC 4000. When I have a chop that doesn't really line up with the tempo, luckily for me right now, we have it warped. So warp will kind of push it into scale or into time for me. But on the 4K, you don't have warping. You kind of do, but you kind of don't. Not to this extent. So what I'm trying to get at is on our drum rack, I have some basic samples. I'm just going to go ahead and do a simple. Yeah, I'll keep it simple for now. Actually, you know what? We'll do this. Cool. So then if I go to clip, I'm going to lower this velocity. And then I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that here. Just so I know where the 1 is out of this 2-bar loop. So back to what I was talking about before. In this sample, if I'm trying to play the loop against the beat and it's kind of throwing me off because there's a ton of elements in this song, this is an easy way to kind of get the groove down if you know what you want the groove to be. So if we play this back, oh, I love that. Yeah, that's the one. So I know it's, right? That's the pattern I want to play. For me, this one's pretty easy, but for the sake of, or for argument's sake, what I would do normally is I would turn the gain down. And this allows me to just play to the kick drum and tap it in and not be distracted by the whole track. This gets really handy when you're, one, don't have warp like I mentioned earlier, and two, when you're sampling an entire song, which is the way I like to sample, because there's a lot of weird little elements that kind of pop in and out, especially when there's a lot more like percussive sounds inside the sample. So this helps you kind of avoid those distractions, but still capture those moments. So I'm blabbering at this point. Let me just play this in real quick. Cool, and then I'm gonna quantize that. Oh God, I just duplicated it. Undo, quantize. Oh, did it erase that? Okay, cool, we're good, we're good. So now I'm gonna start turning the gain up. What's cool here too, let me turn the volume up real quick. I love slicing on push because it's so non-destructive. It's the same on the live. Oh, whoa, that's kind of that. Wow, that is really confusing. It's the same on the MPC live, not Ableton live, as it is in Ableton live, where you have these non-destructive modes. So for this one, for example, I can go back into here, look at our main section, zoom in a bit, and make sure that things are hitting exactly where I want them to be. For example, the snares. You see it's a little late. I can push that one a bit. This one as well. And honestly, some of the kicks are a little late, so let me just go ahead and do this real quick. And honestly, it's so funny that this is, it feels kind of like a chore, but it's a good chore because it kind of gets you thinking. In the moments of me kind of chopping this up, I can hear other elements and whatnot. So I actually really enjoy going back and fine-tuning, chopping things. And it's to an extent, because chopping on like an MPC 60 or a 3000 could be pretty boring, but it's very rewarding. It's boring, but rewarding. Hey, put that on a shirt. Cool, and I know that this is in, what scale is this? It's in D minor, easy peasy. So now we got this, right? I can go and say add device. Let me go ahead and add my favorite SP950 plugin and extended range. Sure, we're going to do the Bank 2 stereo, and then I want to link input output gain, turn the gain up. Right, cool. Let's go back and do some more drums. Do I want it? This is where simple drum programming is so crucial, because I can do what you would expect, right? And it drives this forward. Let's do something real subtle. Or I can say, we'll duplicate that one clap, move it here, and I'll clear it out of here. Yeah. So that's pretty on, but it's not fully quantized, and I'm just gonna go ahead and quantize. Got a little swing on here. Right, so this is a clip we can use right here in the drum rack. And I'll go ahead and duplicate that again here. We'll go here. And if I wanted to add a bit more groove, I can take these hits, which are the open hats, and push them a little late. So say I wanted to build a little bit of urgency on like the last little break. I can go and take this kick out, maybe put it early. The thing to be careful here though is that the sample that's playing back has a kick in it of its own, right? Because if we were to remove all these kicks, it's still there, so we'll probably have to leave that there. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Dope, and I know again that this is in D minor. Cool, we're already there. Notes, this is gonna be peak. Let's start with the blank one real quick. Hold on, hold on. This is, I am pretty sure, out of tune. To figure out the tuning, again, this comes with the territory, right, of sampling old tracks. To figure out the tuning, I'm just gonna go ahead and actually get this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. I've selected the track, which has a sample on it, and I wanna figure out make sure that the tuning is right, because it says D minor, but it sounded kind of nasty. So I'm gonna just put a tuner on here. And you can see immediately down here in the tuner section, for the ones that do pop up, it's about 23 to 26 cents flat across the board. So I'm just gonna go into our device here, simpler, global, detune 25 cents up. There we go. That's hitting a D. And that's hitting a G. Cool, we're good to go. That's all I needed to do. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of tuner because I don't think I need it anymore. So now let me try this whole peak thing again. So peak MIDI, play this back. There it is, way better. I mean, hell, we can do something as cheesy as that. Do I want to quantize that? No, I do not want to quantize that. Turn our amp envelope up, release a little bit, maybe a little bit of glide. Amp envelope. Detune a little. That's a little cheese ball. Let me go ahead and stop that real quick. Sure, that'll work, that'll work. I know it's off, but this I can quantize. That's fine, but let me fix this one note. And then on our voices, let's just set that to effects, parallel, we'll go delay into the reverb. sync up this LFO. Some weird triplets, but not so much. Let me make sure that they are synced up to the key presses. Cool. I'm gonna go back to this here, SP950, and turn the filter down. Oh, that's way too much reverb. Load up the Pro 3. So this is where things actually get kind of tricky, because you can hear that the sample has a bass line already. So my bass line right now is probably going to be competing with it, but whatever. I'm willing to see what happens, I guess. Let's see what it does. I could just choose to follow it if I want to take the easy route, right? I mean, that's kind of tight. I'm kind of down with that, right? So I'm just going to kind of jam around for a little bit and just kind of see what comes of it. Oh, I already messed up. Let's go. Something in there, right? Something's in there. Let's see. So it's a 2-bar loop. Loop length, we'll just set it to 2 bars. Loop position, this is where we'll change it. That one's okay. Ah, I hate the beginning of that one. Okay, so I like the beginning of the other one. If we zoom into this, right, I like the beginning of this one and the ending of this one. So what I'm gonna do is just change the start offset so that it starts basically in the second half and then ends in the ending of the first half. Does that make sense to you? You probably get this. Oh man, this is cheesy, huh? Yeah, that's cheesy. One more time. Okay, I had to shake my tuchus a little bit to kind of get in the groove there. Don't judge, you know, kind of gets you going. You got to kind of groove with it, feel it a little bit, pretend you're on the dance floor already. Yeah, I like that. So what I changed was, before it was bunk bunk ba da 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 bunk bunk. It was just like dead on the one. It was a little too monotonous. If I zoom in here again, oh god, I just destroyed the swing. If I zoom in here again, basically here I was having 2 consecutive bunk bunks, right? That was a little cheesy. I wanted one bunk to be a little early. If we play this clip back, right there, see? It's going bump bump. Change the loop offset again in the loop position. Bump bump. I hated that, but if I go and play this one, you'll see that it's basically what that's allowing is letting the kick hit and then the bass comes in. So it's bunk ba da 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 ba da 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 bunk ba da 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 da. Right, you kind of feel that groove. Turn the peak off. We'll go back to the Pro 3, go to our devices, add a device, favorites, auto filter, load that up. I'm just gonna shave off some of the top. Maybe boost it up a little. Now it's coming a little too hot in the mix. Right, so now I'm gonna duplicate our kicks here. We'll go and launch this one. And I'm gonna go to our notes, take our kicks out. I sometimes like doing this, right? But it could be, again, a little cheesy. So I'm gonna turn the velocity way the F down just to kind of give the illusion that it's there. I don't like that at all. I don't even like these in there. Or these. I know, I could just hit delete and press the pad. It's okay. Do I even like these in here? I don't. Right, then we'll go here, device. What happens if we brought back the other peak? Yo, not bad. It's a start, right? It's a start. All right, last thing before I go, let's end this on a low note and try to do something a bit different. So remember that favorite part of this sample that I had, which was an octave two, it's this. Is there anything we can do with that here, right? So let's see. Cool. That was actually surprisingly right. We mixed that with this clip. Ah, there's nothing here. Will the bass work with this? No, it won't. What about this? Yes! And then back into it all. Yes! Okay, ending it on a high note. Yo, I appreciate you a lot. If you want to support the channel, by all means, check out some merch here, but you kicking it is more than enough. And until next week, my friend, I appreciate you a lot. Oh, shut up, baseline. Yes. Oh man, I appreciate you a lot. Don't let me forget that. Again, shout out Tracklib. Use the link down below if you're curious about them. Yo, this is where it's at, right here. But until next week, I hope to see you again. You already know the drill. Share the love, share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace. See you soon.